occasionally you still hear the conversation in the pool rooms, the stupidest conversation in pool. What game's better, 8-ball or 9-ball? And people get like real defensive about it and real like they invented the game or some shit, man. It's just so incredibly stupid. It's just two completely different games that deal with completely different mindsets. And it's like the dumb debate, what's better, cats or dogs? You know? Can't you just be an animal lover and love both? That's what I am when it comes to pool. I'm an animal lover. I love both 8-ball and 9-ball. What's better, blue or green? Green is, god damn it. It's just idiotic. Idiotic, stupid. For those that are new here, or for people who just don't know anything about me, I used to play in the old-time pool rooms in the daytime all day. You know, like with the old guys smoking cigars and playing poker. And the church pews, hard as a rock, you gotta sit on it. You know, the coffee, just all the time pool rooms. You come in with respect, you're quiet, you play pool. Now, it was either one pocket, usually reserved for the older guys, and then it was 9-ball. So you had your choice of 9-ball or one pocket. And, you know, just because of who I was and how old I was and everything, I played 9-ball. I was known as a 9-ball player in the daytime. But then at nighttime, after getting something to eat, you're going out in the bars and hustling nickels and dimes all night long, and usually playing 8-ball. So you're changing your whole mindset and demeanor and atmosphere, and it's just two completely different things. And I got used to doing that, switching back and forth every single day, and you try to make enough money to, you know, continue your lifestyle for the, you know, as long as you can. That's how we existed, you know, just trying not to get real jobs and doing what we love to do. So over the years, you learn to love and respect both things, both games, both lifestyles equally. If you don't, you're not going to be able to do it. You're not going to want to do it. So the years of training myself to play 9-ball is a lot like writing a computer program. You break the balls and you try to make a ball, and hopefully nothing is tied up on the table. That's your agenda with the break, and you get the one ball by the pocket, and you make the wing ball in the park, the cue ball in the center of the table. And then you plan the rack, and that's what I'm doing in that 10 seconds after the break. And then you click play, and you let your rhythm take over, and you do what you planned, and, you know, next game. 8-ball's different. You can't use the same computer program to play 8-ball. You have to switch modes. With 8-ball most often, you can break like a world champion, and especially on a 7-foot table with 15 balls, you know, flying around the table, chances are very, very good that balls are going to be clustered up, balls are going to be blocking pockets. So it's not just a matter of seeing the pattern and push and play. You have to think. It's just demands creativity and pure grunt thinking. You know, a lot of it is during the actual game, depending on what happens at another part of the game. So you know what I mean? Like, okay, you know your opening shot, you're going to take this shot, and you're going to go into this cluster here, and you're going into 4 balls, and if that doesn't work out exactly the way you're trying to work it out, you have an insurance ball if in case you get stuck in that mess and your plan goes haywire. So yeah, it calls for a lot of insurance balls, and you're not only planning the rack, but you're planning on what to do if your plan goes wrong. And you're doing it throughout the game because there's more work to do, and things get rearranged, and it's just balls are always clustered, so there's always going to be problems that demand creativity. It's not, tic-tac-toe, it's over. It takes mental work and talent to do that work. So I'm not good enough to go into 4 balls and know exactly, or maybe I'm just mentally lazy, and plan. I'd be standing there wasting people's time and plan the path of all 4 balls and exactly what kind of English in order to get shape on wherever that ball's going. It's just too much. Maybe I'm just stupid. Um, so I developed a program to stay alert, to not go to sleep, to not just go on autopilot and play the game. So it's 9 ball and 8 ball is just 2 different mindsets and 2 different worlds. There's aspects of 9 ball that are harder than 8 ball, and there's aspects of 8 ball that are harder than 9 ball. So it's really incomparable. I mean, you're trying to do 2 different things on 2 different, sets of balls. It's just, it can't be compared. I learned to love both of them. 8 ball was a very refreshing change after playing 9 ball all day, and the whole atmosphere and the whole, it was real refreshing just to get away from all those old men and around the young women. I'm a human too. And just to get a beer in your system and relax and see some old friends, instead of things being, the law of the jungle, which they are in bars too, but it's different. It's you can lay your hair down a little bit and have some fun while you're eating the other animals. So it's all that yakking just to show the people a 9 ball like 8 ball rack. But that's not the case. Hang on just a second. The house rules in the place that we're playing is it's still open after the break, no matter, what the breaker made on the break. So until he makes his first shot, his suit is not declared until he, gets down and shoots his first shot. And I don't know if this is APA or BCA or whatever the heck it is. I didn't make the rules. Take it up with the prison warden. Let's take a look at the solid balls, and we can see there's a problem with this 1 ball and this cluster with the 4 ball. There's no pocket for the 1, no legitimate, realistic pocket for the 1 ball. So we have a problem with this cluster here. But that problem is nothing compared to the problem we have with the 8 ball if we take the solids and if we look at each pocket. Damn near every pocket on this table is blocked by a striped ball once we get down on this 8. So if we take a look at this pocket, we can see that the 13 is blocking it. It might be able to get by there, but you would have to hit it perfect. The 14 is blocking this pocket down here. The 15 is blocking the side pocket. The 9 ball is blocking the top left pocket. And the 10 ball is, I know it doesn't look like it, but it's blocking the top right hand corner pocket. The only pocket we have for this 8 ball is the right-hand side pocket, which would mean we'd have to get behind the 8 ball in this position, and there's no key ball to get that position on that 8 ball. It would be very difficult. So let's switch our mode of thinking to the striped balls, and we can begin to see there's a pocket for every available striped ball on this table. The 10 balls up in the bottom right hand corner. The 9 balls available in the left hand side. The 13 is available in the bottom right hand corner. The 14 bottom left hand corner. And the 15 top left hand corner. The 8 ball will be cleaned out and cleared for the top right hand corner. Or the bottom left hand corner, or pretty much wherever you want to shoot it. So yeah, this is kind of gravy, but this is rare in 8 ball, and one of the big factors is I made 2 stripes on the break, which made this, yeah, we got a little bit lucky with the setup, but making 2 stripes on the break kind of sets up your own luck, and Now we're going to go through this run out pattern, and I'm going to show you where I kind of goofed up just a little bit. It was nothing I couldn't get myself out of, but another player would have decided to do something else in this problem situation. My opening shot is going to be on this 10 ball, and I'm trying to roll up and bump in fully to the 3 ball in order to stop the cue ball. And I assumed that I was going to be straight in on the 9, so when I shoot the 9, I'm not straight in, and I have to kind of bend the cue ball and draw it back into the same window that I was trying to get into, and that's between the 6 ball and the 8 ball to shoot that 13 next. So instead of having this, I had to kind of bend it back to get this. It's the same line, it's just I was on the left-hand side of the 9 ball when I shot the 9 ball, and I wanted to get back in line, so I had to just kind of manipulate the cue ball back in line. And either way, this is a very delicate shot on the 13 ball. You can shoot this and easily bounce too hard off the bottom rail and come up behind the 8 ball. And if that's the case, you're probably going to lose this game, and instead of swinging at the 14 or 15, you'd be better off tying up 2 of his balls and giving him ball in hand and letting him figure out, instead of swinging at either ball, missing, and just giving him a simple run out. So don't make the 13 shot make a gun shy. That's not what you want. You want to shoot it. You want to shoot it with confidence, but just be aware of this problem and just do your best not to bounce too hard off the bottom rail. And once we manage that, we're good to go on the 14. We're just going to use the 4 ball to stop on the shot, on the 14 ball shot, just to stop the cue ball and be right in line for the 15 in the top left-hand corner. And now you'll see me walk around the table after this shot and make sure I'm going to get above the 1 ball. If you don't take a good look at this shot, you're liable to snooker yourself behind this 1 ball and not be able to hit the 8 ball full. So just take a second look at it. So I took my time here and I set it up right, and I put top on it to roll up and be sure I was nowhere near behind that 1 ball. And it's not a simple shot on the 8 ball. Just keep a straight stroke and stay down, and you got this.